finalist for the John Olrud 2A Player of the Year Award, a semifinalist honor for Dick Hauser Trophy, and recognition as a San Diego Sports Association Amateur Star of the Year. He'll be going against a Columbia lineup that comes in as follows. Jackson Brewer leads things off and plays batter's box to face Austin Smith on a gorgeous evening here in America's finest city. To get us underway. So in the Columbia blue helmets, navy blue jersey, and Columbia blue pants, steps in Jackson Brewer and RBIs. 1-1, called strike 2, and now down to the count 1-2. He's one of 3 lefties in the lineup today to take on the left-handed Austin Smith. And the 1-2 from Ozzie is fouled off. A lot of similar colors this weekend. Darcy and Watson from left to right in the outfield. Darcy getting his first start in center this year. 1-0 pitch, skips in front. Good block there by Libid. Out the middle lane, and Martinez, Beltre, and Gurovich on the corners. And as I mentioned, Nico Libid getting the start behind the dish. The 2-0 count to Palfrey. Do the same thing about... As he fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. Soteropoulos, both Libid and Lane coming out of Eastlake High School. And the 0-1 outside on the off speed to Libid. 1-0. Libid hitting .279 with 5 RBIs and an .810 OPS. Lane takes his lead at first. Durv hitting .339 with 11 RBIs and a .1035 OPS. First pitch he sees, takes inside for a ball, 1-0. Nico able to hit a gap right there to the second deepest part of the park to score Lane from first. That will step in the left-handed batter's box for the first time offensively. First pitch swinging. And out in front is Smith, 0-1. Ozzie has mentioned when he was warming up, two-way. San Diego coming off of a road trip that was difficult for them, just like the last one. They're still looking for their first road win of the year. As runners take their leads and the 1-1 is delivered, a dribbler up the third base line and touched foul by Palfrey. Columbia still hasn't recorded an out, as this inning has gone single, double, walk, single, single for USD. Gabe Darcy hit a home run on Tuesday against UC Santa Barbara. Fly ball in right field. Bases loaded, nobody out. And a 2-2 count to Darcy. Pops it up out of play again. 2-0 lead for San Diego, as Columbia has not recorded an out so far in the bottom. Kale tried to run it down and almost in the process ran into Brewer. And we'll go 3-2 again. Bases loaded, nobody out. 2-0 lead for San Diego. Soteropoulos delivers a Charles try to add on here to their 3-0 lead in the bottom of the first. 0-2. Low blinder. Defensive swing. Flicks one down the right field line and behind the batting cage out of play. Columbia has had issues like this in the past of the first. And that'll bring up Sam Miller. Miller out of McMurray, Pennsylvania. Went to Peters Township. And the first pitch to Miller is outside, 1-0. And then base hit through on the left side. And now runners on first and second for Columbia here in the second. As the Lions are trying to answer back after giving up 3 in the bottom half of the first. And Austin fell down to the count. Double has plated a run for Columbia, and that'll bring up Ben Fischel. And here comes Matt Floor. The second time that they have come out to talk to Austin. First time was just the team. This time, the pitching coach player for Columbia. Baseball runs in the family. Dad Craig played baseball at SUNY Albany, and grandfather played for the Yankees organization. 0-2. And Fischel defensively puts one back to the screen, 0-2. First pitch is a called strike to Fellows, 0-1. Columbia is upset that home plate umpire did not ask for another look. He didn't think he needed to. John Bostwick. Bostwick thought he went. Based on replay, it looked like he went as he tries to prevent the tying run from coming across. That brings up the top of the order in Jackson Brewer. Brewer 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout swinging. As that was a big out for Austin Smith, now 3-1. Almost hit Rex, wouldn't be the first time. Rex has been hit a lot this season, already 7 times, which leads the Toreros. And that's 8. (3-2) lead for San Diego, bottom of the second. Leadoff man Rex Watson, of the inning at least, 9 batter in the order. With 3-2 count against Soteropoulos. And the 3-2 is fouled off. Isaiah off to a good start with San Diego. Was 2 for 4, the run scored in a walk on Tuesday against UCSB, which extended his hitting streak to 5 games. That's now to 6 with his single earlier today. Bunt is pulled back, trying to advance 90 feet is Rex, and he first and second, nobody out. Libid thought about a bunt, and it's a called strike, 0-1. Payoff pitch, runners go. Libid right side, great hit and run. Rounding third, headed for home is Watson. Advancing to third from first is Lane. And runners on the corners as Libid drives in another run. It's 4-2 San Diego in the bottom of the second inning. 2 walks. 3-0. Gurvich takes for a strike at the top of the zone, 3-1. It's only been an inning and a half. A pitching change for Columbia. San Diego this inning, walk, singles. Has been looking for an offensive outing like this for the last couple of weeks. First pitch to Smith misses high and away, 1-0 to end the first. First pitch to Beltre is outside for a ball, 1-0. Gurvich at second, Smith at first. This inning's been walk, single with 2 runs scored for the Toreros to add on, or 3 runs scored to add on to their 3-0 lead they had after. Went 1 inning, gave up 6 earned runs on 6 hits, 4 walks, and a strikeout. Still responsible for Gurvich at first. 2-0 pitch is a called strike, 2-1. Kleinhans delivers the first pitch to Lobliner, and he can't find the zone right now either. It's 1-0. So with Gurvich scoring, that ends Soteropoulos' night officially at 1 inning, 7 runs, all earned, 6 hits, 4 walks, 1 punch out. A 1-1. Called strike two. So last night, rain never stopped. It was supposed to have a couple of windows, and Mother Nature did not cooperate. Yeah, there's only so many hours you could push the game back here in San Diego due to the 10:30 curfew. Watson led this inning off with a 10-pitch walk. Game started with Alex Soteropoulos, and now Evan Kleinhans has come on to relieve. San Diego 9 for 13 at the plate today. 1-1 pitch to Lane, and a big swing and a miss, 1-2. Toreros have hit .692 in these 2 innings. Selinsky. As it's getting aggressive first base, but Columbia not too much of a threat to steal too many times. Only one base this season on one attempt, and that was Kale. 2-2. And that's fouled to the net. Yo, 1. Popped up into the infield. Lane calls everybody off and catches the ball right in front of the second. Looking for his first homer this year. How about home runs hit by the Toreros this season? Only 9. As that one's fouled in front of the third base dugout, which houses the Toreros here at Fowler Park. He went off of Eastbrook. Yeah, got hit in the inner thigh. That doesn't feel good. A 2-1 to Gerv. And he kind of gets buckled on that one. That's a called strike. Good pitch there for Kleinhans. Kleinhans goes to his right. Miller was actually there, the shortstop. And then he wisely puts it in his pocket. So Smith reaches on a fielder's choice, and with 2 outs, Columbia trying to put up their first 0 on the scoreboard. Home half of the third. 1-2 to Beltre. Beltre swings, it's back up the middle. That's a base hit. As Smith advances to second, and the inning continues for San Diego, as Beltre has his second hit of the day. Kleinhans comes set. And delivers the 0-2. Skips in front of the plate. Good block by Eastbrook. And now 1-2 is the count. Smith's able to locate. Up the first baseline and touched in foul ground by Jack Gurovich. Columbia in Manhattan. School in the middle of the city. On the upper line drive into left field for a base hit. 2-out knock for Estabrook. Advances Fellows 90 feet into scoring position. And Columbia threatening here in the 4th inning with runners on first. He won't get the stat for it, but still leads the team in hit batsmen. 2-0 inside, 3-0, and the ball gets thrown into right field. Heading to second is Lobliner. He holds up there, as Estabrook tried to pick off Lobliner at first base on a back pick And he throws it all the way to the 320 on the third base side, but off the net, protecting the fans. And there'll be 1-2 now to Lehner. Right, 9 for 57. Or sorry, 18 for 57 on the year. 9 runs scored, 4 RBIs. Payoff pitch. And Gurevich fouls it back to the screen. Low ground ball over to third. Charging it is Palfrey on the run. Makes a strike of a throw to Brewer in time to retire Beltre. Beltre comes up holding his hamstring, and he is on the ground. I don't know if he took a bad. A.J. Beltre exited the game after running hard down the first baseline, immediately grabbed his right hamstring. Ryan Ward checked in for him. Earlier, an inning ago, Vincent Venverlo checked in for Cade Martinez. 3-1 pitch. Darcy, big swing and a miss. And the count now runs full. Columbia's Dan Mills warms up in making his second appearance. He has 1 walk. First pitch to Rex Watson is fouled back. 0-1. Some defensive changes now for Columbia with the injury to Selinsky. Kleinen's threw 87 pitches, 51 of those were for strikes. So after a quick chat, in terms of walks, they've also hit a couple batters as well. 1-1. Smith swings down the right field line into the bullpen. What a snag. With a catcher's mitt. Ryan Ward. Action pitch. Ward swings, floats into left center field. Fischel runs. Horn Jr. comes set. Ahead of the count, 0-2. Front leg kick, delivery, and a ground ball over to Horn. Horn's going to run and just tag Vogler as he runs up the first baseline for the second out of the inning. Advancing to second base is Fischel. And that'll high fly ball to the left field. Corso, long run, and is able to track it down. Nice little sliding catch of his own in left field. And that's 1 away. Corso started deep on that one and had to come sprinting in. And that's a 1-out man on for San Diego, and that'll bring up the freshman Rex Watson. Watson, another high on-base percentage guy. The on-base percentages for USD continuing to skyrocket today, but they have worked 9 walks and have been hit by 3 pitches. Runner on first, 2 outs. The 1-0. Lane swings and puts it into left center field. Long run for Fischel. He won't get there. His 6th appearance now, as he has gone 5 innings. With 5 walks and 5 strikeouts. Opponents have hit .440 against Frosto this season. He'll be tasked with taking on the top half of the order for Columbia. Looking for 2-2. Ground ball to second. Venverlo taps second base. The throw to first. And a 4-3 DP. They have Columbia go to their final out. Gonna roll a double play, Frosto.